Okay, Torah concept in the New Testament, abide with worthy ones. Okay, so Yeshua's instruction to abide or remain with those who are worthy. We read this in Matthew 10, Mark 6, Luke chapter 9 and 10. It reflects the Torah patterns in which God's messengers stay with households that honor God, uphold righteousness, and show covenantal hospitality. The Torah consistently ties blessing and peace and divine presence to homes and communities that receive God's representatives rightly. Okay, so the Torah parallels here, Genesis 18, Abraham's hospitality toward the divine messengers establishes a pattern that righteous households welcome and host those that are sent by God. 2, Genesis 19, Lot receives messengers into his home, contrasting a righteous household with an unrighteous city. 3, Exodus 12, Passover instructions assume households that receive God's word and align themselves with his covenant, marking them as a worthy dwelling, and that the avenger passes over, right? In 4, Exodus 33, those who sought the Lord gather at the tent of meeting, showing that his presence rests where people receive his word. Okay, and 5, Numbers 22, Balaam must wait for God's word before acting, illustrating that a dwelling becomes a place of divine encounter when it honors God's instruction. 6, Deuteronomy 10, Israel is commanded to love the stranger, grounding the ethic of hospitality, which that identifies a worthy household. 7, Deuteronomy 23, God walks in the midst of the camp, requiring the camp to be kept holy so that his presence may remain, paralleling the idea of worthiness for divine presence. So the context here is that Yeshua's directive that his disciples remain in the home of a worthy person aligns with the Torah's portrayal of households that honor God and welcome his messengers and maintain covenantal integrity. In the Torah, the presence of God or his representatives rests where righteousness, hospitality, and obedience are found, and blessing flows to such places. The New Testament instruction continues this pattern. The disciples' peace rests where God's ways are honored, and they remain only where covenant hospitality is practiced. So the core insight here is that the Torah establishes that God's presence and blessing dwell where people receive his word and his messengers with integrity and hospitality. Yeshua's teaching builds directly on this foundation, identifying worthy households as those aligned with God's covenantal character, making them fitting places for his disciples to abide. Okay, so again, this is how Yeshua taught Torah in the New Testament. The Torah has not passed away.